Tao Te Ching can be translated as the Book of the Immanence of the Way, or the Book of the Way and of how it manifests itself in the world, or simply the Book of the Way. Since it is already well known by its Chinese title, I have let that stand. About Lao Tzu, its author, there's practically nothing to be said. He may have been an older contemporary of Confucius, 551 to 479 BCE, and may have held the position of archive keeper in one of the petty kingdoms of the time. But all the information that has come down to us is highly suspect. Even the meaning of his name is uncertain. The most likely interpretations, the old master, or more picturesquely, the old boy. Like an Iroquois would.
I'm keeping this mindfulness exercise on. This is the Tao Te Ching from Nerd something on YouTube. What is it again? Nerd. Nervous Nerd, the Tao Te Ching on YouTube. Check him out for some great videos.
Traveler arriving from a 60s joke to ask, what is the meaning of life? But it's clear from his teachings that he deeply cared about society, if society means the welfare of one's fellow human beings. His book is, among other things, a treatise on the art of government, whether of a country or of a child. The misperception may arise from his
Just want to make sure this is all
insistence on
working.
wei wu wei, literally doing, not doing, which has been seen as passivity. Nothing could be further from the truth. A good athlete can enter a state of body awareness in which the right stroke or the right movement happens by itself, effortlessly, without any interference of the conscious will. This is a paradigm for non-action, the purest and most effective form of action. The game plays the game. The poem writes the poem. We can't tell the dancer from the dance. Less and less do you need to force things, until finally you arrive at non-action. When nothing is done, nothing is left undone. Nothing is done because the doer has wholeheartedly vanished into the deed. The fuel has been completely transformed into flame. This nothing is in fact everything. It happens when we trust the intelligence of the universe in the same way that an athlete or a dancer trusts the superior intelligence of the body. Hence Lao Tzu's emphasis on softness. Softness means the opposite of rigidity and is synonymous with suppleness, adaptability, endurance. Anyone who has seen a Tai Chi or Aikido master doing not doing will know how powerful this softness is. Lao Tzu's central figure is a man or woman whose life is in perfect harmony with the way things are. This is not an idea, it is a reality. I have seen it. The master has mastered nature, not in the sense of conquering it, but of becoming it. In surrendering to the Tao, in giving up all concepts, judgments, and desires, her mind has grown naturally compassionate. She finds, deep in her own experience, the central truths of the art of living, which are paradoxical only on the surface, that the more truly solitary we are, the more compassionate we can be. The more we let go of what we love, the more present our love becomes. The clearer our insight into what is beyond good and evil, the more we can embody the good. Until finally she is able to say, in all humility, I am the Tao, the truth, the life. The teaching of the Tao Te Ching is moral in the deepest sense, unencumbered by any concept of sin. The master doesn't see evil as a force to resist, but simply as an opaqueness, a state of self-absorption which is in disharmony with the universal process, so that, as with a dirty window, the light can't shine through. This freedom from moral categories allows him his great compassion for the wicked and the selfish. Thus, the Master is available to all people and doesn't reject anyone. He is ready to use all situations and doesn't waste anything. This is called embodying the light. What is a good man but a bad man's teacher? What is a bad man but a good man's job? If you don't understand this, you will get lost, however intelligent you are. It is the great secret. The listener will notice that in the many passages where Lao Tzu describes the Master, I've used the pronoun she at least as often as he. The Chinese language doesn't make this kind of distinction. In English, we have to choose. But since we are all potentially the Master, since the Master is, essentially, us, I felt it would be untrue to present a male archetype, as other versions have ironically done. Ironically, because of all the great world religions, the teaching of Lao Tzu is by far the most female. Of course, you should feel free throughout the recording to substitute he for she, or vice versa. As to method, I worked from Paul Carus's literal version, which provides English equivalents, often very quaint ones, alongside each of the Chinese ideograms. I also consulted dozens of translations into English, German, and French. But the most essential preparation for my work was a 14 years long course of Zen training, which brought me face to face with Lao Tzu and his true disciples and heirs, the early Chinese Zen masters. With great poetry, the freest translation is sometimes the most faithful. We must try its effect as an English poem, Dr. Johnson said. That is the way to judge of the merit of a translation. I have often been fairly literal, or as literal as one can be with such a subtle, kaleidoscopic book as the Tao Te Ching. But I have also paraphrased, expanded, contracted, interpreted, worked with the text, played with it, until it became embodied in a language that felt genuine to me. If I haven't always translated Lao Tzu's words, my intention has always been to translate his mind. Describing the indescribable, teaching the unteachable, pointing the way to the way.
Hang on,
What does Lao Tzu think he is doing here?
There we go.
It can't be done. No way.
No way, Jose.
Hence, Po Chu-yi, poet and stand-up comedian, wrote, "He who talks doesn't know, he who knows doesn't talk." That is what Lao Tzu told us in a book of 5,000 words. If he was the one who knew, how could he have been such a blabbermouth? That's the problem with spiritual teachers. They have to be blabbermouths. But their words are, in the traditional Buddhist metaphor, fingers pointing at the moon. If you watch the finger, you can't see the moon. How meticulous the great masters had to be. A monk asked Matsu, "Why do you teach mind is Buddha?" Matsu said, "To stop a baby from crying." The monk said, "When the crying has stopped, what then?" Matsu said, "Then I teach, not mind, not Buddha." The monk said, "How about someone who isn't attached to either?" Matsu said, "I would tell him, not beings." The monk said, "And what if you met a man unattached to all things? What would you tell him?" Matsu said, "I would just let him experience the great Tao." In fact, the truth is right before our eyes, right under our noses. So simple that every child understands it. And yet, as Bankei said, the farther you enter into it, the deeper it is. Where is the way to the way? What a question. Still, for complicated minds, drastic measures are needed. Lao Tzu's book was written as a response out of grandmotherly kindness. According to the oldest biography, Lao Tzu lived for a long time in the country of Chu, But seeing its decline, he departed. When he reached the frontier, the guard said, "Since you are going away, sir, could you write a book to teach me the art of living?" Thereupon, Lao Tzu wrote his book about the Tao and departed. This is legend, but it is an accurate description of the way in which true teaching happens. He who knows doesn't talk, but words are no hindrance for him. He uses them as he would use gardening tools. When someone asks, he answers. Tao Te Ching. 1. The Tao that can be told is not the eternal Tao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. The unnameable is the eternally real. Naming is the origin of all particular things. Free from desire, you realize the mystery. Caught in desire, you see only the manifestations. Yet mystery and manifestations arise from the same source. This source is called darkness. Darkness within darkness. The gateway to all understanding. 2. When people see some things as beautiful, other things become ugly. When people see some things as good, other things become bad. Being and non-being create each other. Difficult and easy support each other. Long and short define each other. High and low depend on each other. Before and after follow each other. Therefore the master acts without doing anything and teaches without saying anything. Things arise and she lets them come. Things disappear and she lets them go. She has but doesn't possess, acts but doesn't expect. When her work is done, she forgets it. That is why it lasts forever. 3. If you overesteem great men, people become powerless. If you overvalue possessions, people begin to steal. The master leads by emptying people's minds and filling their cores, by weakening their ambition and toughening their resolve. He helps people lose everything they know, everything they desire, and creates confusion in those who think that they know. Practice not doing, and everything will fall into place. 4. The Tao is like a well, used but never used up. It is like the eternal void, filled with infinite possibilities. It is hidden but always present. I don't know who gave birth to it. It is older than God. 5. The Tao doesn't take sides. It gives birth to both good and evil. The Master doesn't take sides. She welcomes both saints and sinners. The Tao is like a bellows. It is empty, yet infinitely capable. The more you use it, the more it produces. The more you talk of it, the less you understand. Hold on to the center. 6. The Tao is called the Great Mother. Empty, yet inexhaustible, it gives birth to infinite worlds. It is always present within you. You can use it any way you want. 7. The Tao is infinite, eternal. Why is it eternal? It was never born, thus it can never die. Why is it infinite? It has no desires for itself, thus it is present for all beings. The Master stays behind. That is why she is ahead. She is detached from all things. That is why she is one with them. Because she has let go of herself, she is perfectly fulfilled. 8. The Supreme Good is like water, which nourishes all things without trying to. It is content with the low places that people disdain. Thus, it is like the Tao. In dwelling, live close to the ground. In thinking, keep to the simple. In conflict, be fair and generous. In governing, don't try to control. In work, do what you enjoy. In family life, be completely present. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you. 9. Fill your bowl to the brim, and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife, and it will blunt. Chase after money and security, and your heart will never unclench. Care about people's approval, and you will be their prisoner. Do your work, then step back. The only path to serenity. 10. Can you coax your mind from its wandering and keep to the original oneness? Can you let your body become supple as a and don't compare or compete? Everybody will respect you. 9. It is always present within you. You can use it any way you want, and everything will fall into place. 4. The Tao is like a well, used but never used up. It is like the eternal void, filled with infinite possibilities. It is hidden, but always present. I don't know who gave birth to it. It is older than God. Five. The Tao doesn't take sides. It gives birth to both good and evil. The Master doesn't take sides. She welcomes both saints and sinners. The Tao is like a bellows. It is empty, yet infinitely capable. The more you use it, the more it produces. The more you talk of it, the less you understand. Hold on to the center. 6. The Tao is called the Great Mother. Empty, yet inexhaustible, it gives birth to infinite worlds. It is always present within you. You can use it any.
I'm trying to remember what they said. It said something like, if you care about what others think, you'll never be free from them or something. That's the one I want to hear. I missed it.
way you want. 7. The Tao is infinite, eternal. Why is it eternal? It was never born. Thus, it can never die. Why is it infinite? It has no desires for itself. Thus, it is present for all beings. The Master stays behind. That is why she is ahead. She is detached from all things. That is why she is one with them. Because she has let go of herself, she is perfectly fulfilled. 8. The Supreme Good is like water, which nourishes all things without trying to. It is content with the low places that people disdain. Thus, it is like the Tao. In dwelling, live close to the ground. In thinking, keep to the simple. In conflict, be fair.
Especially in the year 42 BC or whatever he wrote there. Yeah, I wouldn't trust a skyrise. I don't know. Seriously, though, some of those ancient Chinese towers are pretty impressive. Japanese Kumamoto. It's incredible.
And generous.
I'm not going to be self-deprecating remarks like that. Remark withdrawn.
In governing, don't try to control. In work, do what you enjoy. In family life, be completely present. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everybody will respect you. 9. Fill your bowl to the brim, and it will spill. Keep sharpening your knife, and it will blunt. Chase after money and security, and your heart will never unclench. Care about people's approval, and you will be their prisoner.
Approve. There it was. I had my microphone off that whole time. Care about people's what? And you'll be their prisoner?
People's approval, and you will be their prisoner.
Care about people's approval, and you will be their prisoner. This is true. I'm going to say this as I put lipstick on. Which ironically is exactly why disapproving people get such an energy, get such a rush from being disapproving. It makes them feel like they're an authority and they have power. So if you feed into that, if I listen to you, I'm just giving you power.
Do your work, then step back. The only path to serenity. 10. Can you coax your mind from its wandering and keep to the original oneness? Can you let your body become supple as a newborn child's?
All right, buy me a couple drinks first.
Can you cleanse your inner vision until you see nothing but the light?
That's what this is for.
Can you love people and lead them without imposing your will? Can you deal with the most vital matters by letting events take their course?
Oh, absolutely not. Yes, I
Can
can.
you step back from your own mind and thus understand all things?
Try.
Giving birth and nourishing. Having without possessing. Acting with no expectations. Leading and not trying to control. This is the supreme virtue. "11. We join spokes together in a wheel, but it is the center hole that makes the wagon move. We shape clay into a pot, but it is the emptiness inside that holds whatever we want. We hammer wood for a house, but it is the inner space that makes it livable. We work with being, but non-being is what we use. 12. Colors blind the eye. Sounds deafen the ear. Flavors numb the taste. Thoughts weaken the mind. Desires wither the heart. The master observes the world, but trusts his inner vision. He allows things to come and go. His heart is open as the sky. 13. Success is as dangerous as failure. Hope is as hollow as fear. What does it mean that success is as dangerous as failure? Whether you go up the ladder or down it, your position is shaky. When you stand with your 2 feet on the ground, you will always keep your balance. What does it mean that hope is as hollow as fear? Hope and fear are both phantoms that arise from thinking of the self. When we don't see the self as self, what do we have to fear? See the world as yourself. Have faith in the way things are. Love the world as yourself. Then you can care for all things.
Yeah.
14.
Love the world as yourself. Therefore you
Look,
can care for all things.
and it can't be seen. Listen, and it can't be heard.
Okay, here's the thing. I gotta write that down.
Reach,
I'm gonna make a note.
and it can't
Stuck
be
away to do, like, a
grasped.
time stamp.
Above, it isn't bright. Below, it isn't dark.
There we go, marker.
Seamless,
Live, 0 viewers.
unnameable.
No. Oh no.
It returns to the realm of nothing. Form that
Looks like we're
includes
streaming to
all
one on
forms.
Twitch. Welcome, Twitch viewer. That's
Image
probably me.
without an
It's good to
image.
see me again.
Subtle, beyond all conception. Approach it, and there is no beginning. Follow it, and there is no end. You can't know it, but you can be it, at ease in your own life. Just realize where you come from. This is the essence of wisdom. 15. The ancient masters were profound and subtle. Their wisdom was unfathomable. There is no way to describe it. All we can describe is their appearance. They were careful as someone crossing an iced-over stream, alert as a warrior in enemy territory, courteous as a guest, fluid as melting ice, shapeable as a block of wood, receptive as a valley, clear as a glass of water. Do you have the patience to wait till your mud settles and the water is clear? Can you remain unmoving till the right action arises by itself? The master doesn't seek fulfillment. Not seeking, not expecting. She is present and can welcome all things. 16. Empty your mind of all thoughts. Let your heart be at peace. Watch the turmoil of beings, but contemplate their return. Each separate being in the universe returns to the common source. Returning to the source is serenity. If you don't realize the source, you stumble in confusion and sorrow. When you realize where you come from, you naturally become tolerant, disinterested, amused, kind-hearted as a grandmother, dignified as a king. Immersed in the wonder of the Tao, you can deal with whatever life brings you. And when death comes, you are ready. "17. When the master governs, the people are hardly aware that he exists. Next best is a leader who is loved. Next, one who is feared. The worst is one who is despised. If you don't trust the people, you make them untrustworthy. The master doesn't talk, he acts. When his work is done, the people say, 'Amazing, we did it, all by ourselves.' 18. When the great Tao is forgotten, goodness and piety appear. When the body's intelligence declines, cleverness and knowledge step forth. When there is no peace in the family, filial piety begins. When the country falls into chaos, patriotism is born. 19.
Oh, when the country falls into chaos,
Throw away
patriotism is
holiness
born.
and wisdom,
That's so true.
and people will be 100 times happier. Throw away morality and justice, and people will do the right thing. Throw away industry and profit, and there won't be any thieves. If these three aren't enough, just stay at the center of the circle and let all things take their course.
Oh my God, this is friggin' impossible.
20. Stop thinking and end your problems.
Stop thinking.
What
and end your
difference
problems.
between yes and no? What difference between success and failure?
Oh my God.
Must you value what others value? Avoid what others avoid? How ridiculous.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Other people are excited, as though they were at a parade. I alone don't care. I alone am expressionless, like an infant before it can smile. Other people have what they need. I
Pants.
alone possess nothing. I alone drift about like someone without a home. I am like an idiot, my mind is so empty. Other people are bright. I alone am dark. Other people are sharp. I alone am dull.
No way.
Other people have a purpose. I alone don't know. I drift like a wave on the ocean. I blow as aimless as the wind. I am different from ordinary people.
Oh, that's not work.
I drink from the great mother's breasts. 21. The Master keeps her mind always at one with the Tao. That is what gives her her radiance.
Jeez Louise.
The Tao is ungraspable. How can her mind be at one with it? Because she doesn't
There's no way I'm
cling
going
to
to do this.
ideas.
This is impossible.
The Tao is dark and unfathomable. How can it make her radiant? Because she lets it.
Shit. That's badass.
Since before time and space were, the Tao is. It is beyond is and is not. How do I know this is true? I look inside myself and see.
No!
22.
No!
If you want to become whole,
No, man.
let yourself be partial. If you want to become straight, let yourself be crooked.
Oh, thank God. Please stay. No!
If you want to become full, let yourself be empty.
Oh, God, stay.
If you want to
Stay.
be reborn,
Stay. Stay. Stay.
let yourself
stay.
die. If you want to be given everything, give everything up. The Master, by residing in the Tao,
God, no!
sets an example for all beings. Because he
What does
doesn't
that mean? It's
display
off.
himself,
It's on the rocks.
people
They put it
can
back
see
in the
his
middle.
light. Because he has nothing to prove, people can trust his words.
If I jump off, will I come back in the middle? Oh,
Because he doesn't know who he is,
you gotta
people
stop it.
recognize
Stop it, Paul.
themselves in him.
Stop it. Stop.
Because
It's
he
going
has no
right
goal
through
in mind.
everything. This isn't fair. Stop.
Everything he does succeeds.
God, it's so fast. It's so
And the
fast.
ancient masters said, if you want to be
Did I do
given
that
everything,
today? That's what I did
give
today.
everything up.
Oh God, please stay there for
They
just a
weren't
minute.
using empty phrases.
Stay right there. Oh, thank God.
Only in being lived by the Tao
No, no, no.
can you be truly yourself. 23.
Where's the camera? Where's my face?
Express
Stop.
yourself
Stop.
completely.
Stop.
Then keep
Stop.
quiet.
Stop.
Be like the forces of nature. When it blows, there is only wind.
Oh my God.
When it rains, there is only rain.
Oh my God. Please stop.
When the clouds pass,
Please
the sun
stop.
shines
Yes,
through.
yes, 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 yeah. No, no, no. God,
If you
stop.
open yourself to the Tao,
Please, God,
you
Lord,
are at one
stop
with the Tao,
ball.
and you can embody it completely.
Oh. Oh no. Oh.
If you open yourself to insight, you are at one with insight,
Oh, I don't like that stuff.
and you can
What is
use
this?
it completely.
What does that do? Oh God. This sucks.
If you open yourself to loss,
Oh, please don't move.
you are at one with loss.
I'm
And
at
you
one
can
with
accept
laws.
it
Right now, I'm at one with
completely.
laws. Sure, I
Open
accept it
yourself to the
completely.
Tao, then trust your natural responses,
Okay.
and everything will fall into place.
Oh, good.
24. He who stands on tiptoe doesn't stand firm. He who rushes ahead doesn't go far. He who tries to shine dims his own light. He who defines himself can't know who he really is. He who has power over others can't empower himself. He who clings to his work will create nothing that endures. If you want to accord with the Tao, just do your job, then let go. 25. There was something formless and perfect before the universe was born. It is serene, empty, solitary, unchanging, infinite, eternally present. It is the mother of the universe. For lack of a better name, I call it the Tao. It flows through all things, inside and outside, and returns to the origin of all things. The Tao is great. The universe is great. Earth is great. Man is great. These are the four great powers. Man follows the earth. Earth follows the universe. The universe follows the Tao. The Tao follows only itself. 26. The heavy is the root of the light. The unmoved is the source of all movement. Thus the master travels all day without leaving home. However splendid the views, she stays serenely in herself. Why should the lord of the country flit about like a fool? If you let yourself be blown to and fro, you lose touch with your root. If you let restlessness move you, you lose touch with who you are. 27. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent upon arriving. A good artist lets his intuition lead him wherever it wants. A good scientist has freed himself of concepts and keeps his mind open to what is. Thus the master is available to all people and doesn't reject anyone. He is ready to use all situations and doesn't waste anything. This is called embodying the light. What is a good man but a bad man's teacher? What is a bad man but a good man's job? If you don't understand this, you will get lost, however intelligent you are. It is the great secret. 28. Know the male, yet keep to the female. Receive the world in your arms. If you receive the world, the Tao will never leave you, and you will be like a little child. Know the white, yet keep to the black. Be a pattern for the world. If you are a pattern for the world, the Tao will be strong inside you, and there will be nothing you can't do. Know the personal, yet keep to the impersonal. Accept the world as it is. If you accept the world, the Tao will be luminous inside you, and you will return to your primal self. The world is formed from the void, like utensils from a block of wood. The master knows the utensils, yet keeps to the block. Thus she can use all things. 29. Do you want to improve the world? I don't think it can be done. The world is sacred. It can't be improved. If you tamper with it, you'll ruin it. If you treat it like an object, you'll lose it. There is a time for being ahead, a time for being behind, a time for being in motion, a time for being at rest, a time for being vigorous, a time for being exhausted, a time for being safe, a time for being in danger. The master sees things as they are, without trying to control them. She lets them go their own way and resides at the center of the circle. 30. Whoever relies on the Tao in governing men doesn't try to force issues or defeat enemies by force of arms. For every force, there is a counterforce. Violence, even well-intentioned, always rebounds upon oneself. The master does his job and then stops. He understands that the universe is forever out of control, and that trying to dominate events goes against the current of the Tao. Because he believes in himself, he doesn't try to convince others. Because he is content with himself, he doesn't need others' approval. Because he accepts himself, the whole world accepts him. 31. Weapons are the tools of violence. All decent men detest them. Weapons are the tools of fear. A decent man will avoid them, except in the direst necessity, and if compelled, will use them only with the utmost restraint. Peace is his highest value. If the peace has been shattered, how can he be content? His enemies are not demons, but human beings like himself. He doesn't wish them personal harm, nor does he rejoice in victory. How could he rejoice in victory and delight in the slaughter of men? He enters a battle gravely, with sorrow, and with great compassion, as if he were attending a funeral. 32. The Tao can't be perceived. Smaller than an electron, it contains uncountable galaxies. If powerful men and women could remain centered in the Tao, all things would be in harmony. The world would become a paradise. All people would be at peace, and the law would be written in their hearts. When you have names and forms, know that they are provisional. When you have institutions, know where their functions should end. Knowing when to stop, you can avoid any danger. All things end in the Tao, as rivers flow into the sea. 33. Knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. If you realize that you have enough, you are truly rich. If you stay in the center and embrace death with your whole heart, you will endure forever. "34. The great Tao flows everywhere. All things are born from it, yet it doesn't create them. It pours itself into its work, yet it makes no claim.
Here we go.
It nourishes infinite work.
That's not what I was looking for. Oh no, go, go, go. Oh, I'm so screwed. So screwed. Well, I think it's time to start drawing. Oh my god, please stop. Please stop. Dang it. This is it. Get in there. Get in there, baby. Score. Yeah. All right. Oh, God. my god. What was this? Was this what was on the screen the whole time? I hope not. Oh god, I hope not. Oh man, I hope this wasn't what was on the screen the whole time. I was shuffled the camera around a lot. I don't think it was. I think I had it on the game for a while. All right, we're just gonna go over it. We're opening. Close this crap. Get this crap out of my crap. Read my lips. Crap. What are we doing, folks? Bum 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 bum. We're opening a little program I like to call Clip Studio. Oh. Won't you get over there. Come back. Okay. Let's do Clip Studio. Clip Studio. Dee-dum. Let's do an animation. Clip Studio Paint. We're just gonna do a 12 frames per second. I want to do basic. 24 frames is a lot of frames. A second is not a very long time. But I feel like I'm missing. Like every time I try to attack my eyelashes aren't where I think they're supposed to be. I don't know. Just get it all over my face. That's fine. I don't care. God. Hey, jeez. God. No, actually, it doesn't look too bad. This stuff, like I like how it applies so easily, but I think I'm running out, or I just don't think it goes on dark or something. I don't know. That was a little bit better. Okay, Clip Studio today. Time to go. Hooray! Gonna draw an alien today. I have here my Huion. Creative Bin Display. Model GT156. Doo-doo-doo. Turning on my pen display. I'll be creative today. This is where I want my chill music on, baby. Yeah. This is my grooving jam. I recommend you mute this if you don't want to listen to this and me just muttering about garbage and crap. Kind of setting up my work area here. Just clearing off the desk. Found my remote. I can adjust my color settings. Ooh, I'm super saturated. Oh god, is it hot in here? Oh, I dropped it. How bright can we go? Nope, that's it. This is a great camera. It's a Depths Tech. I should do like a review for it. And maybe I will. Maybe I will. Booty. Boo. Booty. Booty boo. Booty. What a beauty. 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 She's a beauty. Indeed. Finding my hotkeys. Okay, I was using the help of a little man. Actually, I don't know how tall he is, but it was something like this. Go to previous cell, go to next cell, play animation, Q. That's pretty cool. Paint bucket T, rename move. E, eraser. C, object camera tool. Okay, that's a big one. Where's like make new cell or whatever? Let's see. Add new frames to timeline and new animation cell. Okay, it's G and H. Add frames to timeline and new animation cell. Okay. And lasso. So I got my little timeline down here. Let's go ahead and create a new animation folder. We're going to put an animation cell on this. This is the first cell of our drawing here. What are we drawing? We're drawing an alien man. I'm going to start off with a little pencil sketch. So I'm going to come over here. And let's start with the mechanical pencil. What am I seeing? I'm seeing this alien. Here's what I think Destroy All Humans is. He gets to planet Earth, and he's got to take it over, and it's like Invader Zim. But he's an idiot, or somebody steals a spaceship or something. I don't know. Let's give him a big head. I like to have a finger on Control Z. I don't like that. Let's make the head a little wider. Have a little more of a noggin up here. I forgot what I'm drawing. What am I drawing? Oh, I'm drawing an alien. Maybe we'll do some underlying skeletal features. I don't have to have a pronounced. Oh, I know who I'm drawing. Oh my god, you know who I'm drawing? This is a character from way back. It's resurfacing. Different. Yes, he is. He's definitely more alien. Maybe kind of like slug eyes. They can kind of protrude out of their head. So maybe they got like helmets that... Where's my stabilization? My hand is not as steady as it used to be. Oh, I don't know if I like that. It's like steering a car. Hang on. I get used to it. The stabilization slows everything down. There's this weird lag on it. I just want like weird membranes. Like, there's lots of disgusting membranes. Eyelids on eyelids. I'm gonna try a little different drawing technique today. Eating hot dogs, running outside. 4th of July. It is so nice. Family's here going outside. Gonna eat soup. Then I might poop. This isn't the kind of alien I wanted to draw. Where did he come from? This is a weird little squiddle. Oh no, that's not right. What am I doing? What the hell is this shit? Is that a toothy maw? That looks like a toothy maw. These teeth don't look too sharp. Let me throw some real daggers in there. Chop, 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 chop. Some, I don't know, weird sick. That's what I imagine he sounds like. What am I doing? What the hell's wrong? He needs, you know what he needs? He needs something to like pinch her in. He needs like a reverse wing. It's gonna like come out here. It's probably formed into a little something like this. Which means we're gonna need legs. Stocky legs, spindly legs. We're making our own little spider demon. Except I want this to be just his head. Can we take this whole thing and then like he'll be like alien faced, mandibles, he has little spider legs coming off of his head. He's a scientist. He's like Dr. Arachnid or something. Scratching his head like, what? And then, like, you know, this one can be like shoveling food into his mouth or whatever. Just tossing it right in there, like eating eggs or something. I don't know what the hell he eats. And this one's, I don't know, this one's writing a letter to his pen pal. Maybe not. Maybe he's just paying bills. He's a scientist. He's got a lab coat. And I think this is just his abdomen. So these are all of his legs. How does he move around? He's got a hop. He's got a hop. He's basically like one of those little bouncy toys. With, you know, spider legs coming out of his head. This one is writing his friend. And this one throwing food in his mouth. Eating junk food. He's probably got glasses. He also probably has 1,000 eyes. So maybe he's just got glasses on. And then like a couple eyes up here are just in like one monocle. 2, 4, 6. Do they have like 8 eyes? I don't know. Just throw another couple friggin' eyes in here. Those are just white ones. They just stare into nothing. I think he's probably got arms. He like Bob Doles it. You know, it looks like he's just holding his jacket. But they're just stitched. His arms are just stitched into his shirt. I guess he would have a little spiderette down here, wouldn't he? Oh, if I want him to, he does. So you gonna Spider-Man it? That's not how Spider-Man does it. It just shoots out like a weird rope that lands like that. I just find that's one piece of string. Alright, so what are we going to take away from this? What are we going to keep? What are we going to throw away? I can't even tell. Is any of this on screen? I hope it is. Oh, you can't see my Spider-Man Mad Scientist. Here he is. So I guess we'll do a redo. We'll do a new layer. Just take from this what I want. This is crap and it's garbage. This guy I like. I'm keeping this guy. This guy yes. This guy no. I need a little break. You know what it's time for. Hi. Oh, let's go to the puppy cam. Can't find the puppy cam. Puppy cam, where are you at? Show me puppies, not a cat. Okay, let's see what we're doing here. Go into Clip Studio. This is all crap. This is garbage. This is crap. This is awful. Okay, so let's make a new. I don't want a new frame. I want a new. Yeah, new cell. H. Okay. Let's try something. Let's make an alien. Let's try a different approach. He's gonna have a. Pretty big head. Pretty big eyes. I need to learn how to quickly move things around. V? No. Oh, I need to do that too. C? This is really, yeah, surprisingly easy. All right. I guess I want my pencil, don't I? I'm going to deselect. There we go. Okay. What's this guy doing? What's up with my, there we go. It's weird having this much like sensitivity here. They're the modern Stone Age family from the town of Bedrock. They're a page right out of history. Control D. Control D's. What did you say? Control D's nuggets. These spicy chicken nuggets. Nuggets. I can't sing low today. He's an alien. He's like, I don't know, chilling out, man. Probably drinking like a cup of coffee. Oh no, he spilled it. I had this image today of this thing that just had like these like shaggy hands. Like you can't really tell what's going on inside the hands. It's just they're just like these like shaggy tendrils. That's what we'll draw on this guy. He's trying to drink his coffee with his shaggy tendrils. Yeah, maybe they look just like a typical gray alien. Except, you know, down at the end of their arms, they're like shaggy. Do 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 do. But it's like silky, ooh, like kitty cat fur. Except inside there's like claws and weird. Nobody actually understands what the anatomy is inside these things. There's like hooks and like weird. It's like you don't want to stick your hand in one of these things. Even he has a hard time probably describing what's happening. It's kind of like a mouth. Yeah, like what you hold things with, right? Like your mouth. No. Maybe he only has a torso too. Maybe he doesn't have legs. Maybe I could do like the Rob Liefeld route. Just not draw anybody's legs or anybody's feet. What kind of legs should this guy have? He's definitely like very limber. Maybe it's a tail, or he calls it a tail, but it kind of doesn't look like a tail. People wonder about it. Yeah, for HR reasons, it had to be scientifically designated as a tail. He just drags it. I don't know, maybe it's prehensile. Does my heart beat now? I'll put some hair back here too. Just kind of add to the mystery. This is terrible. This is the worst thing I've ever drawn in my entire life. Let's just make that go straight up into him. What am I drawing? Oh, he's gonna be spilling the coffee. He has to be spilling the coffee. Let's clean it up a little bit, make it a little easier to read here. Really, that's the only spot that I need to take out. I just think the coffee thing is confusing the picture. Oh well, that's what it is. He's got a pair of underwear he's trying to like fit in. He's like in Area 51. They're trying to help him fix his spaceship. They've agreed. The government, United States government, will help the alien confederacy or whatever repair his ship and send him back to the alien home world. So he's just kind of like stuck at the repair shop. He can have, like, he's wearing underwear, but like ripped it so he could wear it. Maybe he's got a sock on the end of his tail. I'll trim the tail down. Hmm. don't I just make a normal alien? Like a little green man alien. Why do I have to be so difficult about everything? Wow. Ah. Scary alien. How many fingers do I have? Oh, I don't know. You don't know. Maybe they're different on both hands. One more finger on this hand. Disapproving smirk. Nee. Nee. I'm an alien. Don't freaking mess with me. Alien with long legs, though. Alien with long legs. Alien with long legs. I am an alien with really long legs. I am an alien with really long legs. I am a phantom. Okay. He's a 6-shooter. He's a cowboy. On the steel horse he rides. He's the sheriff. Give this man a badge. Yeah, like, is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? He's a sheriff. He's the sheriff. Oh wait, I've got like a fill tool, don't I? Doink. Oh, that's on the closed area. Silly goose. Bow, bow, bow. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Did I know I was going to make a cowboy alien? No. No, I didn't know I was going to make a cowboy alien. But now we're getting somewhere. Yeah. I think I have a premise for a bit of a cartoon animation. The muse has visited me. I got it. I got it. I know exactly what it is. I know what it is. I need to take a break. Save this. This is great. I'm glad you could be here for this. I will work on this. I'll pop back online and I will show you my progress. But I've got a great idea for a brief little weird cartoon that's going to be fun. And please don't miss it. Like and subscribe. Do whatever. Push a button. Anything at all. Comment. Leave a comment. Just lets the computers know that there's life in my account and that it wants to generate traffic. So if you could just, I don't know, just sit through commercials. Just keep reloading the commercials. Just like over and over. Get all the screens in your house and line them up against the wall. And make them all go to this website. Get them all online at the same time. And just have them watching the advertisements over and over until I generate hundreds of thousands of artificial clicks with no real fan base. Just this bot army that you're just doing on your own. Do it. See if I care. Let's make sure they're polite in chat. Okay, so my comic strip, it's gonna be I think of it like a comic strip. It's just gonna be a simple thing, like a little 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna have Alien Shootout. Alien Shootout. Why don't I storyboard it here in my animation? So what's a couple things I'm gonna want? I'm gonna want it needs to be established as alien very quickly. Do shadow figure. And then there's going to be like cut to the suns. It'll be like a planet over here. Something like that. It's kind of weird anomaly in the sky over here. And instead of a tumbleweed, what can it be? It could just be a weird brown alien thing that kind of bounces through like a tumbleweed slow. Or weird gravity. A tumbleweed in zero gravity just flies straight across the screen. That's it. A tumbleweed just flies straight across the screen silently. Boop 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 boop. We're like, okay, so tumbleweed. Then maybe like the sizzle where it's like a tss, like the sizzles of the drums or whatever, is it's like suns. Those are going to be different layers like spinning. Hmm. And this is also the scene where it'll be this again. Third shot. This is how you do this, but I'm gonna have a. All right, I'm kind of seeing this guy's face now. He's gonna have huge eyeballs, eyeballs, eyeballs in his skulls, skulls. He's got a pretty big eyeball. He's got a pretty good eyeball. He's not gonna have a nose. Oh no, 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 no. Come on, man. How do I move this thing? Get out of here. Get out of here. That's not it. Getting there. Okay, got all that stuff on there. Cool. Can I move this thing? How do I move this thing? Hey. Hey. Hey, how do I get you off my screen here? Hey. Hey, 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 hey. Hmm. Isn't that very strange? Stupid. What did I pick? It's like charcoal or something. Oh, it's a giant mechanical pencil. That's why. I should probably switch to ink at this point. I'll do a brush pen. Mm. No. When in doubt, shade it out. When you aren't sure, make it blur. Draw it light till you get it right. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Alien is sad. Alien is sad. Why is he freaking sad? He got spots on his head. I want to see him wearing like a put another layer on top of this. I want to put him like in like sweatpants. Can I have this cup of coffee? Like a bad paint job. Rendering in way too much detail. Ashtray. It's gotta have kind of like an ET neck. Where is he sitting that he has a number one dad coffee mug? I was thinking it would be a diner. Shit. Oh, darn it, not pencil, brush. Why did I put color on there? I think they've just got mitten hands with maybe a suction cup on it. There's nowhere, probably you don't want to suction a hot cup. Well, then how does he smoke the cigarette? Oops. Darn it! Come on, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? I can move that to probably a better spot. Where's this, the lasso tool? Oh, there's the lasso. Ba 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 ba. Shit. He's probably gonna be kind of cradling his drink. He maybe even come in like that. Hot. Hot coffee. It's not hot. Garçon, maitre d'. Bum, 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 bum. Silverware jingle jangles. Grabs a cigarette. Now, let me tell you about this. A cigarette in his hand. This is the guy. This is the guy. I like this guy. This is the guy. This is the guy. He's picked it up. He's probably got a few suits from the boys at Area 51, right? Um, there was a very interesting show called Alf years ago. Alf, and they made it got canceled. Alf got canceled in its final season. Uh, without knowing if they were coming back or not. So there was a cliffhanger ending, and it never got picked back up. And Alf, this was one popular sensation, like the talking Alf toys. Look it up, Alf, ALF, alien life form, ALF. Everybody knows who Alf is. Nobody knows who Alf is. All right, pull it up for the kids. Show them who Alf is. There's Alf. But they made a TV movie later on. It was just bizarre. I'd like to do a deep dive into that sometime soon. Um, he's like a Muppet. I'm sure that offends somebody. No real pictures of Alf. Here's an Alf. How do we zoom in on this? I just want to make it bigger. Why can't you just make it bigger for me? Oh, here's a bunch of Alves. Anyway, the government captured him, and he was living like he's pretty good. He was like gambling and running his own private operation from inside Area 51. Like a prisoner, you know, creating his own black market and working up to be, you know, best buds with the warden or whatever. So that's like that idea of a schlubby alien, just like, jeez. I mean, I don't think Alf is the way I'd execute it. But it's the same reason I love Data from Star Trek. Just like not understanding what it is to be human. And then even, you know, humans not even understanding it. He's got probably some device that'll like camouflage him, make him look human. He's just got to act the part. So right now he's in Area 51 just practicing. Social situations, weddings. Let's think. What would the government like give him? What would they have him do? Um, think you can like apply tone in this program too, can't you? I believe you can. I was trying to think what would happen if I did like the next frame, had him just like boom, like hitting it down. Could I then have the ashtray going up and like the coffee inside like going up, or rather, staying where it's at, kind of like warping a little bit? Um, just be one frame. Da-dum. Yeah, I think that would be when you would do it. Cause and effect, right? Cause, effect, cause, effect. Maybe he's got a tongue he can like whip out or something. Aliens, should he have some kind of antennae? Baby, please don't go. I'm not in love with those. If he just gets them when he's mad. Maybe they perceive things that, like, outside of human detection. I think I'm ruining it. Just take these stupid antennae off. Yeah. I should be doing this on different layers. Onion skin, baby! Okay, so now I've got the basic starting frame. I'm going to go through, I'm going to use simple primitives to block out where I want each shape to be. So that's basically just going to be his head. His hands and the cup. He's going to take a drink. Maybe react violently and spit it out. Do a spit take or something. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna come back in a little bit. I'm gonna proceed on this. I'm just gonna think of a couple different ways it can go, and then I'll begin. Looking forward to it. I'm very excited to be animating. I mean, technically, it's not animation until you know, it moves. Tell you what, here's what I can do. Going here, paste the hand, and now I move the hand. Ha 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 ha. Here's what I should do. Be swinging it back and forth to the music. Doing like one of these things. I'll move the steam off the coffee over here, over the cigarette to give a little motion over there. And then I'll have, in the cup, I'll have some kind of animation going with the fluids, and then I'll have some kind of animation with his face. Like he'll be doing like some kind of toe tapping or something, right? Or I want you to get the impression that he is tapping his toe. You know, when he goes in there. Maybe he's tapping his cup or something. It'll be fun. Okay, let's start this when I get back. Let's save it so I don't lose everything I just made. We're going to call this one Alien. Oops, I spelled it wrong. All right, and I'll be back later on this evening. Stop in again, folks. Thank you. Please support a local artist. Give me a like. Click on some links if you get the time. It's very nice of you to stop by, so thank you very much. I'm having a great time, and I hope you enjoyed yourself as well.